Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking at a stack of specs and B2B manuals from HDTVSupply, and our mission is to figure out how a tiny piece of hidden hardware prevents million-dollar construction projects from devolving into absolute turf wars.
Yeah, it's definitely a niche topic. I mean, when you hear the phrase mud ring, you probably picture plumbing hardware or like off-roading, but in the commercial AV world, it's a total lifesaver.
Right, we're looking specifically at the QSC AC-MR4 flanged mud ring bracket. It sounds incredibly mundane, but it's really the unsung hero of commercial ceiling audio.
Let's ground this in what the bracket actually does physically. During a build, before the ceiling is actually finished, which is a stage called the rough-in phase, you need a way to prep for speakers.
Which makes sense.
Right, so this bracket is engineered specifically to hold the spot for certain QSC ceiling loudspeakers, like their C2T and C4T models, in sheetrock or plaster.
So it's basically like walking into a crowded movie theater before the previews start and draping your coat over the perfect center seat. You're physically reserving that exact, precise cutout location before the drywall even goes up.
That is spot on. The flanged design creates this really rigid physical boundary.
Gotcha.
So when the drywall installers come in later to put the boards up, they can actually feel that flange, and they know exactly where to cut around it.
But wait, drywallers build walls and ceilings for a living? Can't the AV guys just hand them a blueprint and say, hey, cut a 6-inch hole exactly right here. Why do we need to buy a specific bracket just to mark a spot?
Well, because a construction site isn't a controlled laboratory, right? It's chaotic.
Fair point.
You have all these different teams working in the exact same physical space at different times. The AV team comes in early to run their wiring, but they usually leave before the ceiling is finished.
Oh, I see. So if there isn't a physical foolproof barrier there, things just get lost in translation.
Exactly. Without that precise mounting reference, the drywallers just put up their boards and seal the room.
Oh, wow. So they might just board right over the wires if there's no physical marker in their way.
Yes, they absolutely do.
Yeah.
Then the AV team comes back to install their speakers, and their expensive wiring is totally buried. They have to guess where to cut the drywall.
That sounds like a nightmare.
It is. That means they might accidentally slice their own wires, or worse, cut into a structural support joist just trying to find them. This little piece of metal literally forces coordination.
That makes a lot of sense. It protects the layout for new builds and retrofits alike. And looking at the logistics from HDTVSupply, you can see how this scales up for big commercial projects.
Oh, definitely.
They package these brackets in 6-packs for around $205.
Which, if you think about it, is a pretty cheap insurance policy for project managers.
Yeah, I'd say so.
When you're outfitting a massive sports bar or like a retail store, the cost of an AV team spending hours hunting for buried wires far outweighs the cost of those brackets.
And the specs mention some B2B buyer perks too, like a 6-year warranty upon product registration, free USA shipping, and even a slight discount, like 5%, for paying via check or wire transfer.
Right, and those details might seem a little dry to an average consumer, but in B2B purchasing, a 5% savings or cutting shipping costs directly impacts the bottom line of a massive rollout.
It's all about mitigating risk, right? Both physically on the job site and financially in the budget.
Exactly. It keeps the peace and keeps the project on track.
So it really is a vital workflow optimizer. I mean, the QSC AC-MR4 isn't just mounting hardware. It's what ensures professional, durable, commercial audio installations happen without the drama.
Yeah, it's the invisible peacemaker of the construction site.
Well, here's a thought for you to take away. Next time you're sitting in a restaurant or browsing a retail store and you hear perfectly distributed audio coming seamlessly from above, look up. Ask yourself, what other invisible, perfectly designed pieces of infrastructure are holding our modern world together just out of sight?